So I'm back with a quick chat about our emotions and a technique called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, which would be very useful for helping manage strong emotions and just find our center. So our emotions are really, really important messengers that tell us that we're out of balance. The out of balance here is particularly referring to strong negative emotions. Emotions like joy, emotions like happiness, satisfaction are what I would call positive, not because they're good, they just reinforce a positive feeling within a person of balance, of harmony, of feeling good. When you're well rested, typically you feel satisfied, you're comfortable because we're closer towards the original template of balance that we came as. I hope this makes sense. When we have strong negative emotions, we are off balance, we're away from that happy medium. So emotions are messengers. They are things that we fluctuate in and out of throughout our day. Sometimes situations are overwhelming or experiences are overwhelming for us to manage, for us to process, for us to deal with, and that's typically what we call trauma. And there are all kinds of ranges of trauma, but I'm not going to get into that right now. What I really want to focus on is sharing with you a technique called EFT. You can look it up on YouTube, look it up here on TikTok. There's lots of videos, but the basic premise of EFT is that you are reaffirming and connecting with your sense of self and your sense of self-value and your sense of self-love, because our default setting for some reason, and there's a lot that has to do with the brain, there's so much to say here, but there's so much to do with our fight or flight response from how our brain, the first part of the brain that forms when we're born, or that's formed when we're born, it's the part of the brain that reinforces safety, survival, and security. So our default setting, almost without fail, when something happens to us or we're off balance, is it's not safe, I don't love myself, I'm not loved, or I'm not wanted. So the key point, the through line for emotional freedom technique is I still love and accept myself unconditionally. So in spite of whatever has happened, right? And there are tapping points that I'm going to show in another video. And then in another video, I'll explain why we tap those specific points. But the premise of EFT is to remember and reaffirm that I still love and accept myself.